got a bit done. You can see where once I scraped the paint under Raptor liner thingy, whatever that under spray is, I was able to wipe it with a bit of thinners with the doors open, and it cleans right up. So I don't have to wire brush a lot of it, just where it's rusty. And yeah. Now, thankfully, whatever was around the chassis looked like it was just like an oil, preserved well. I still haven't cleaned this section here. I was just getting to this recently, and then in there. It does, most of it looks pretty good. So the amount of stuff on it is not bad. There's a little bit of a gap here in the shock tower. Let's see if I can find it. A little bit of, there you go. You can see it right there. Again, it's just, it's not tight enough there. So I might tap on that some here to put that tighter. Right about in this section here. I'll finish cleaning this up. There was a bit of rust here, wire brushed free. That was pretty good once I wire brushed it. The bad spots right here, there's a little tiny, like 2-inch by 3-inch chunk there that is a bit rough looking. That though is this splash guard. It's only a couple spot welds that someone welded and did a thing down there. But there are some holes into the A-pillar. So as it comes down here, right down here, there's a couple pinholes. If I take this loose, take that loose, I can clean that, weld in a small plate there. Let's see here. Yeah, weld in the small plate here. It's just a 190 and it goes flat here. Somewhere in here it'll be a good spot to attach it. Then this thing, once I clean up behind here, it's a little pushed out, so I think there's some rust forming in there. I might have to take that patch a little bit further, but it's a simple 90, so that's not too bad. And I have some of this metal laying around. I can flatten this piece out, patch just this little, from about here to here. I might just put a new edge on that, and do a little bit of a 90 here where it's just cracked. And then once I do that, there's a small bitumen seal that goes all the way down here against the front fender. There's actually another one too that goes here. Some manufacturers use foam, and that holds moisture, and that's bad. But thankfully, this is mostly easy to fix. This hopefully is mostly just ugly filler, and I can get rid of that lip too, and then get rid of that chunk, weld that up, clean this up, and this, I believe, should have come all the way down here, but someone decided to just hammer it flat against the sill. Once I weld this up after I grind it flat, I think it'll be okay, but I don't know if they sandwiched two bits or if they just cut it out and welded something there. Hopefully they did a butt weld, not a there's a bit of a ridge there. Hopefully it's a butt weld, not just overlap, because that'll just be a moisture trap too, especially with that hole. After that, really, there's 1, 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 patches. I can then primer, well, after I finish stripping it, primer it, and then give it a spray of something that will keep the moisture out. The up here isn't bad. There's one little spot. There's a tab for wire, like a little, it's It's a little loop, and I've got a few of those. They're just spot welded on, and that just holds the wire harness up and out of the way. This is a little thin here, but, well, it's actually invisible metal there, and a bit there. So I will fix that. There also might be something missing here. I'll have to look at the other side. If not, I can check. That's not too bad. Anything that's on black or like, yeah, if that's supposed to come down here, anything like that I can fix, because that's just a little flat piece. But I'll have to look and see how the other one is. I don't know if I can see it. Yeah, it looks very round on the other side. But other than that, the engine bay looks pretty good. I'm not as worried. That's not pretty, but we'll see how that is. I won't dive into things that don't really need to be taken apart, but I do want it to be functional and waterproof. It's such a shame. The people that worked on this, like, everything in here, like, really good, except for a little spot there that I think someone just cut a corner. And the inner fenders, I think people just cut some serious corners on the inner fenders. I'll have to strip that back too. I might just do that in black. Thankfully, the Raptor liner is coming off with some effort and some heat, but it's pretty large flakes. But yeah, the thinners really does take it off. Once you get down to like it's been scraped free of all heavy stuff. You can see there's there, and then there's 2 layers. So some of this predates the repairs, which is fine. You know, that's to be expected. And I'll keep cleaning and getting it ready for welding. Wunderbar. Let me know if anybody wants any more, like, yeah, see, I mean, that didn't lift, but that was done in shipping. They must have had a really sharp angle on that, and they bent that little, I think that's just a hanger for exhaust, maybe, or maybe just shipping. Yeah, it's one on the other side too. So there's that, but it didn't seem to react too badly. I mean, there is some, but if it's coming off in large chunks like up front, I don't mind. Well, I do mind. I just dislike it less. And hopefully I can, let's see here, try to keep this video from going too long. Hopefully down by the sill, this paint is a solid match. I know digital shows a lot more, but yeah, that'll work for all the little areas that need touch up until I decide to do something more drastic with it. But it'll keep it waterproof, it'll keep it from rusting, and it can be found locally. So anything else? Oh no, got a whole other side. But oh well, there we are.